Thank you so much, Carol and Frank, for organizing this fantastic meeting. We are all very enthusiastic, looking forward what's going for those 2 days. I think it's really impressive what you guys did. So Frank and Carol, I really want to thank you for this opportunity, and also to have the honor to open this great event, and to see all my friends and the patients and the families that we have met over the years. For me, the creatine field started in the year 2000. Actually, when I made a career switch from cancer, pediatric oncology to metabolic disorders. And I think that was a really a good switch. I think oncology is very well studied, and people look at that a lot. But I think the inborn errors of metabolism, especially creatine, needs attention as well. And I think the field started in 1994 with the first GAMT patient identified by the group of Sylvia Stuckler. But for Amsterdam, it started a little bit later, even before I started to work on the field, by looking at the metabolites, which we all know very well, guanidinoacetate and creatine and creatinine. And then when the first boy from the United States was come to the attention of Dr. de Grauw, who is a Dutchman who worked in Amsterdam, and he thought, okay, this is the next case with GAMT deficiency. But then when we looked at the metabolites, it wasn't as expected. And then we at that time, when you work on genetic disorders, you really needed to think on pathways, because we didn't have the whole exome sequencing yet. And then it became, I don't want to take so much time, but it became quite logic for us to think of an X-linked disorder because of the genetic inheritance in the family. And then by looking at databases, and we identified or recognized the very first boy with an X-linked creatine transporter defect. And we thought, and for inborn errors of metabolism, usually you have only a very few cases, but because of the X gene, we thought maybe this is more frequent, and we studied that with lots of collaborators from the whole world. And well, if I'm honest, more from the Western world. But so we studied a lot, and then immediately find that it's a more frequent disorder. So it needs attention, and it needs meetings like this, where we come together with the families, with the scientists, with the medical doctors. And so it needs a lot of attention. It needs also attention from pharma, but we always need to be also really, how do you say that, careful to become not too enthusiastic. I think this was happening with cyclocreatine. We really thought we have something, but I think it's dangerous, and we will hear more about that, I think, in the next talk. I don't know if I have to thank also the scientific committee that make this nice meeting possible, and everybody who's taking care of the children now. And again, Carol and Frank, I'm really honored and happy to be here. And I think with that, we should start with the real thing. And I give the word back to Carol. Thank you.